just review.
Catch it on YouTube, and you can catch it by the title. We go into a little bit of our thought processes on how we're feeling about the show so far. And this is us getting into more of the nitty gritty details of season or episode 3. Apologize.
Yeah. So I don't know. We went over it a little bit in the review with our podcast. It seems like they're building up. It's just taking a while.
Right now, it seems like it's at a decent turning point, though. We were getting into it, and some big developments happened. We had Nick Fury. He got back with Talos.
Yes.
And now they're going through, running amok again. And Talos made sure that Nick Fury had to show him respect.
Yeah.
And I think that's great for Talos.
Yeah, definitely, because they were setting up like he was soft in the first 2 episodes.
Yeah, and he's always been that like little soft so far in the first 2 episodes, and he definitely wanted more respect from Nick Fury because he basically told him get out of the train car in episode 2,
with some other pretty borderline racial stuff.
Yeah, I mean, this is a very racially oriented show, or speciest.
Speciest, yeah. Better word. But yes, it does pick up a little bit here. We do see... I like the way the episode ended. I don't know if you were able to catch that.
Yeah, I was watching it a little bit. If you want to keep on hitting it.
Yeah, it was, without spoiling anything, it cuts off the spy on one of the sides. We're really going to try to stay as vague as we can.
Oh, no. We're going to go into this.
Oh, we're saying
yes, we go into this one, yes.
All right. They kill, what's his name's daughter that was spying?
Gaia. So
Gaia.
Talos went in and with Nick Fury, and they were going after a guy named Bob.
Yeah, they went.
And Bob was hooking it up that they were going to send nuclear bombs to essentially kick off World War III.
Yes. And so they were beating him up, and they were trying to get the password to ixnay that, to stop it. And they had to get his daughter involved in the compound where all the squirrel was. And then the main bad guy, what's his name?
I can't think of his name, and now it's going to haunt me. I'm going to get better at this, I promise.
Yeah, brain farted. But anyways, he catches her as she's coming out of the compound. Like, what are you doing? Like, oh, just going for a ride, right? Nope. He already knows what's going on. I personally don't know. What do you think coming up?
So they essentially just avoided the direct impact of World War III. And now they're going to have to find out another way to essentially kickstart the war to end all humans. I mean, this is this guy's goal. It's his entire passion is to kill humanity.
So he could get his race back.
Yeah, he wants to have the Skrull to live in paradise. And he has a fantastic way of doing it. He wants to have the whole world nuked. The Skrull, they don't get...
affected by nukes.
Yeah, their compound's quite literally inside of a condemned nuclear reactor or whatever the hell the
in
place.
Russia. Yeah.
In Russia, imagine that.
Yeah. And also earlier in the show, it shows that in an episode, it shows that he goes up to essentially top heads of the UN that are actually Skrull, and he says, "You either with me, stand up, say it, change back to your face, and pretty much bow down to me."
And the great thing I'm thinking about this is we know that there are about 1 million Skrull on the planet Earth.
Give or take.
And Nick Fury poses the question to Talos, and he says, so they're in the government. And Talos just looks at him and goes, yeah, and? So we know that they are infested inside of deep infrastructure of not just American government,
The world government.
world government. They're inside everything. I mean, you have who's the main people of the tables. You have the leader of MI6, who is now left.
Yes.
She's no longer a part of it. You have news anchors. You have the
Italian ambassador, I think it was.
and then there was the guy who
American
controlled
one.
the UN military.
Yeah. They all bowed down to him. So
They essentially made him his general.
Yeah.
So
it looks like they're gonna pull this off one way or another to a certain extent. If they're planning to do multiple seasons, I think the first season will end with them failing to stop it.
and another cut off the head, and another will take its
Another
place.
season, yeah. Well, no, not like that. What I'm saying is, they will fail to prevent World War III or whatever they're gonna plan next.
Okay, I mean, yeah, this is essentially into season or phase 5 of the Marvel universe. This is the first intro into phase 5,
Yeah.
which is weird to me, is because all the other phases have just
Kind of ran.
phase 1 was forever. Phase 2 was all right. That's
And
when
the
we
rest
started
just
getting the Thanos.
blast off.
And then we went through, and then yeah.
Three,
So
four.
after Infinity War, it was Phase 3, and then it was Phase 4, and now we're in Phase 5.
We don't see the days where it was like phase 1 where it took so many years. I think that was great because it built up the whole thing great. I think right now they're just pushing too much. We will see how this show shows up and turns out. But I mean, so far it looks like it's starting to pick up. So I'm excited
Yep.
to see what happens.
I'm hoping that it's not dragging out. I don't remember how many episodes I saw that were for this. It's either 6 or 8,
It's probably around 8.
and they're about 40 to 50 minutes after the intro sequence, after the credits, after the also title screen. So far, this show is hitting me at 6 out of 10. I'm watching it. I'm not super hyped about it, but I'm still watching it. I'm still going through the numbers.
So mine is a little lower, just because I started the Marvel, like really, I watched the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few shows I haven't watched because they're just not suited for me. Like She-Hulk I haven't watched and I'm not going to watch. Unless something else changes on it. But to me, it is about 4.5 to 5 out of 10. It's just slow building. I love to see these characters and I want to see them develop. But I also want to see some of the OGs pop up.
Yeah,
So-
and we'll talk a little bit later after this, but yeah, I think that's all we have to cover for
Episode 3.
episode 3 of Marvel's Secret Invasion.
Yep. Just remember that going forward, we're going to be doing this Wednesdays, and then we're going to try to get some other videos during the week, besides Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for sure. And then we will have a different setup here soon, where hopefully it makes all this transition smoother. We already got, as you can see, a new laptop here. It's already making a big difference.
Oh yeah.
So as soon as we start updating our stuff, you'll be getting more and more videos and more entertainment from these two doofuses. But other than that, you have anything else to add before we call it?
Nope, I think that's all.
Okay.
So I'd like to say before we head out, as always, be grateful.
And remember, take this as a grain of salt. It's only our dumb opinions. This was Joker's Wild Side. See you on Friday.
See you next time.